हाय एवरीवन, आई एम बैक विद द न्यू वीडियो। सो आज के इस वीडियो में हम लोग बात करेंगे प्रेडिकेट्स के बारे में एंड ये भी बात करेंगे कि हाउ दीज प्रेडिकेट्स आर इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर आवर क्वेरी ऑप्टिमाइजेशन। ओके, व्हाट आर प्रेडिकेट्स? सो जब भी हम लोग कोई सीक्वल की क्वेरी रखते हैं या सीक्वल की क्वेरी रन करते हैं तो उसमें हम लोग डिफरेंट रो फिल्टरिंग कंडीशन लगाते हैं। लाइक वेयर क्लॉज के साथ वी यूज डिफरेंट फिल्टरिंग कंडीशन लाइक ग्रेटर दैन, lesser than, equal to, not, in, not in. These are some filtering conditions जिसके बेसिस पे हम अपने रिकॉर्ड्स को फिल्टर करते हैं and these row filtering conditions are called predicates. Okay, now the question is how these predicates help us to identify that मेरे query का performance कैसा है, is it really working correctly and how my query is actually performing. To understand this, let's quickly move to SSMS and check about predicates. So what are predicates? Okay, so I have already told, मैंने बताया कि जब भी हम लोगों को रो को फिल्टर करना होता है we provide some conditions. Okay, we provide some condition like greater than, lesser than, equal to, not equal to, in, not in. These are some predicates we have. Okay, now the thing is कि ये क्वेरी ऑप्टिमाइजेशन में हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू फाइंड व्हाट टू डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ प्रेडिकेट्स वी हैव एंड उससे कैसे पता करेंगे कि मेरा क्वेरी if my query is performing well or not. Okay, so here you could see that I have mentioned two different types of predicate, that what is predicate and what is seek predicate. Okay, so for predicate, if we have any filtering condition, okay, and if we do not have any indexes created on it, so the SQL server will mark that filtering column as a predicate. Okay, but at the same time, if we have created any of the indexes in any of the filtering column, and then the SQL server will mark that as a seek predicate. For example, here you could see that right now I do not have any indexes. So what I'm selecting customers column and pressing Alt F1. So I do not have any indexes created. In the downwards here you could see that we do not have any indexes created here. Okay, now if we do not have any indexes created here, let's create an index on this particular. Okay, before that, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run this query where I'm searching for customer zip code which is greater than equal to 4841 and customer city equal to Sao Paulo. If I execute it, here you could see that in the execution plan it is doing table scan. Okay, and in the bottom corner we have three different things, that is predicate, object and object list. Okay, so basically here it is marking that filtering column as a predicate because we do not have any indexes created on it. Now let's create an index here. Okay, let's create an index. So I'm creating a clustered index on this particular customer ID. So now I'm trying to run a query where I'm searching for a specific customer ID. Okay, select start from customers where customer ID equal to this. If I execute it, the execution plan shows clustered index seek. It means it is using that particular clustered index which we have created. Okay, and it is seeking the value, means it is actually going to that particular data page and seeking all the values from there. Okay, it is not searching the data in every different database. To understand the concept of data page and indexing, please watch my previous videos. Okay, so in the down corner here you could see that previously in the same query when we are running without any of the indexes created, instead of seek predicate we are getting predicate, है ना. इधर predicate के जगह हम लोगों seek predicate के जगह हमें क्या मिल रहा था, यहाँ पे टॉप डाउन कॉर्नर में seek predicate, object list and seek predicate. तो seek predicate की जगह हमें predicate मिल रहा था. It means now our SQL server knows that जो भी कॉलम पे हम लोगों ने डेटा को सर्च किया है उस कॉलम पे हमारा इंडेक्सेस क्रिएटेड है, और अगर मेरा इंडेक्सेस क्रिएटेड है it will seek the value and showcase those filtering columns as a seek predicate. ओके, सो यहाँ से हम लोग ये भी पता कर सकते हैं कि कौन से कॉलम पे हम लोगों का इंडेक्सेस क्रिएटेड है एंड कौन से कॉलम पे इंडेक्सेस क्रिएटेड नहीं है. ओके, नाउ इफ आई गो डाउन here you could see that right now I'm going to search a data on this particular customer unique ID, but we do not have any indexes created on customer unique ID. If I try to execute it, here you could see that I'm getting this data, but it is doing the clustered index scan. Why? It is doing the cluster. So in this particular query also, in the previous example you have seen that we are getting seek predicate, and okay, so and now as we know that the customer unique ID do not included in any of the indexes. Okay, so that's why it is coming in predicate. So here, from here you will understand that on which column you see, by seeing this predicate and seek predicate thing, you can see, you can analyze that on which column the index are being created and on which column the index are not created. Okay, and for which column it is doing, it is treating it as a predicate and seek predicate. Now if I come down, now what I have done, I have written a query where I have index on customer ID and I do not have any index on customer unique IDs. Basically I have a indexed column and I have a non-indexed column. If I try to search a value here you could see that in the execution plan both the seek predicate and predicates are involved. In seek predicate we have customer ID. Okay, we have customer ID. Similarly in predicate we have customer unique ID. Okay, so this is very important that whenever if you are running a query and if you have created some indexes, you will be able to find that whether my query is performing index seek or index scan. Okay, using this, now I am creating a index, I am creating a non-clustered index in this particular table name ix underscore based on customer unique ID and customer zip. Okay, and I am just forcing it to use this particular non-clustered index using this particular keyword. Okay, so if I try to search value here, you could see that it is doing key lookup and index scan. So key lookup and index scan is one of the problem while query optimization, and we also have to resolve this key lookup and also have to resolve, there are some other lookups also, like if we do not have any indexes, any cluster index. Let's suppose I'm just dropping this cluster index, so my cluster index is dropped. And again if I try to run this particular query, previously we are getting key lookup and now we will get RID lookup. Okay, here you could see that I'm getting RID lookup, this part. So key lookup and RID lookups are two different issues which we actually get in query optimization. To avoid that, to optimize our query more better, we need to avoid this particular RID lookup and key lookup. So I'm concluding this lecture for this predicate, that predicate are something which is used for the row filtration. Basically whenever we have to filter out our record, we need these predicates. Okay, now these predicates, predicate and seek predicate, will occur based on the indexes which we have created. So if we have included those columns, those predicates column in our indexes, then it will come under that seek predicate, and if we haven't included those predicate column into, then it will come under the predicate data. What conclusion we get for this particular lecture is that during a query execution, if the columns are involved in indexing and the SQL engine is using that, then we will see this particular seek predicate thing. Okay, similarly if those columns are not involved in any of the indexes, then we will be seeing that particular column into that predicate column. By seeing this predicate and seek predicate data, we will be able to analyze that which in that particular SQL query, which of the columns our indexes are using, or which of the other column we can involve for our query optimization, and we can so that we can improve the performance of our query.